So, I think we're starting to think differently about life. I think I've opened up your mind a little more, as you can see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, you gotta acknowledge that there's some people that won't get it, and that's cool, because that's the way that they think. So why should we force it upon them to think like we do, like the world forces upon us to think like they do? You can't, you can't fuck for virginity, you can't fight for peace, you know? You can't fight discrimination against discrimination, or you can't force it upon somebody. But I do think we're going to fight it like this. Like, this is how the movement's going to happen. Hopefully it opened up a lot of people's minds by now a little bit. And how does the world think? They think like a group, like the majority. So how do you change the way the majority thinks? You can't do it by one person. No, they'll never change the majority, or two people. You have to get a bunch of people. And I think that in order to change the way the world thinks, we just have to start off one by one by one.
Do everything. If you truly believe in this movement, I ask you, I beg you to write about it, do something about it. Write about it, blog about it, sing about it.
This is a place where crazy thoughts that we're thinking, or anybody's thinking, they can come here and say, hey, we need to change this. We're talking about changing racism, schools, the way we look at life. What if we change the way we look at government? I mean, think about this. Never in the history of the world has the government not controlled their population. Never in the history of the world. So why do you think that the government doesn't try to control us now? They do. It's just you don't really notice it. It's in subtle ways. I mean, why don't they force us to think that way? Because what has happened all through history, when a government forces their people to do something, then they revolt. But if they give us incentives to think that way, then, I mean, they can force you to think a certain way. You just don't notice it. I mean, you just got to think differently. Alright. The government is like a politician. They lie to you. What did Barack Obama said? He said, oh, we're gonna fix America, and we're gonna bring the troops home from war. But what do you do? Enough, it's not even a month, and he doubles the length of time. Is it doubles? He adds on another quarter to how long the troops will be there, even though he said, oh, they're out in 16 months.
16 months, and it's now actually 26. Read about it. Actually try to find things.
I mean,
the answers are right in front of you, and
you gotta think differently.
We don't even use it because people don't know, like, what's going on, because they think that they're safe and everything. That's another thing about 9/11. When 9/11 happened, which I'm not going to get fully into the subject because there are better sources than us to think about it, but 9/11 was planned by the government. I'm going to say that. That's what I believe.
I believe that too. But why would you call me crazy just because of my thought? Do you know if they really did or not? So why'd you call me crazy? I could be right. I'm not saying I am, but this is what I think. So why would I shut my mouth? And that's what this movement's about also. But look, the government has always controlled us. And what is the most controlling thing? Alright, look. If you own a cattle ranch, and you want to get a bunch of cattle into a pen, how do you do it? Do you go in there? Do you go in the pen and go, come here, cow. Hey, cow, get in this pen.
No. You
strike fear in them. You go there and you fucking hit them with a stick, and that's when they move. Because they have fear of death. Because they're stupid. They don't get that they can't actually get hurt by a stick, but when somebody hits them with a stick, they're, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
The Patriot Act.
How can you pass a law that bypasses every single freedom we have? How can you do that? Because we're weak right now. The government scared us into taking away all our rights.
Did we find any terrorists? Freaking Osama bin Laden, yeah. Okay.
Dang, it's been how long since this war began? When have they found Osama bin Laden? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Something sounds wrong to me, like they're lying, like they're politicians.
All you see on the news is
fear.
A war on oil. It's a war on oil.
What did they say before they invaded Iraq, which had nothing to do with Al-Qaeda? They say, look, Saddam Hussein's been doing this, this, and this, and this, and if you don't let us kill him, he's gonna kill you.
Why do we gotta get in their fucking business anyway,
no, look,
you know?
The government feared us, made us scared. He said, if you don't do this, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna attack America with weapons of mass destruction.
And you can look all this you can look up this information anywhere on the internet. I recommend.
Saddam Hussein had no weapons of mass destruction. They've been there for 5 years and they haven't found a thing. Are you shitting me? You don't think the government lied to you? The government has lied to you so they can go there and take oil. This shit pisses me off how the government can lie to us like that. Why do they have the right? Why can't we change that? And we ask our adults, we say, why is the government like that? And they say, well, it's just like that. But why? I want to know why. Why don't we change that? I believe if we get enough people together, we don't have to do it physically. No revolt physically ever works. We do it peacefully.
Use your mind. Use your brain.
We're going to change the government. We're going to wrong the justices.